Hello, my name's Tina from www.theuniversewithinus.com. There we offer a full range of matching audios and ebooks on the law of attraction and the power of our thoughts. Please visit us and take advantage of all the free resources that we've sourced on your behalf. In this video, I look at what the law of attraction is and how we can make it work for us. Firstly, let's look at what the law of attraction is. Everything in the universe seems to be just a vibration. Every atom, every part of an atom, every electron, every elementary particle, even our thoughts and our consciousness are just vibrations. You know how people talk about picking up a good or a bad vibe from somebody? Or they go into a building and they say that it's got a good or a bad vibe. Well, whenever they're talking about a vibe, they're really describing a mood and a feeling they're picking up. So a vibe is simply a type of vibration, and this vibration is simply a mood or a feeling. And whenever you have a feeling, you're sending off a vibe. You see, when you're happy, joyous, vibrant, blissful, abundant, in that very moment you're sending off a vibe. And then when you're sad, lonely, jealous, angry, ticked off, in those very moments you're sending off a negative vibe. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever walked into a room and said you could cut the tension with a knife? Of course you have. We all have. And we all feel this even before we've located the source of the negative energy. So that means in every moment, like right now, every one of us has a mood or is experiencing a feeling. And what that mood or feeling is causing is sending off a vibration, whether it's negative or positive. And this powerful force is called the law of attraction, and it's sometimes referred to as quantum physics. And the law of attraction is checking in. When it finds the vibration that you're sending, guess what? It's matching it and giving you more of the same, whether it's negative or positive. You see, as some people lay in bed first thing in the morning, they could be a little bit cranky and irritated, and in their crankiness and irritation, guess what? They're sending off a negative vibration. As they're sending off this negative vibration, the law of attraction is checking. It finds a negative vibration and responds to it by giving back more of the same. The law of attraction doesn't know if you want it or you don't want it, or whether it's good or bad for you, or whether it's healthy or not healthy. It's just obedient. And that's why it's called the law. So a person who's sending out this negative vibration as a result of being cranky in the morning gets out of bed and stubs their toe. Then they burn their toast. And then a client calls and cancels. And the day just gets worse and worse. And sometimes they say, I just should have stayed in bed. We've all tried that stay in bed technique. And when we're offering a negative vibration out to the universe, and our day gets worse and worse, and staying in bed just doesn't fix it. In a moment I'm going to share with you how you can change your vibrations so you're sending off a different one. You would have also experienced an offering of a positive vibration. Maybe first thing in the morning you attracted an ideal client or a nice sale. And you celebrated that when you called your friend and said, wow, I just got the best client ever. And in your excitement about how ideal the client was, you're offering up a positive vibration. The law of attraction is checking, and it's responding by giving you more of the same. So about an hour or so later, guess what? You get another ideal client. And then you say, gosh, I'm on a roll. I need to understand what this roll is. The role is the law of attraction responding to vibrations that you are offering it. So ideally, we want to be more deliberate in the vibrations we're sending. Well, how do you do that, I hear you ask? In the training courses I've written about the power of our subconscious thoughts and law of attraction, I talk about the elimination of these three words: can't, don't, and not. As a little child, my mother drilled into me the fact that there's no such word as can't. Whenever she asked me to do something and I replied with, I can't do that, her reply was always that I could and that there was no such word as can't. My favourite story became The Little Engine That Could, and I've continued with that philosophy throughout my life. That little book was instrumental in shaping the extremely positive person I was to become. By the way, that is me in those two photos. I'm the little one, with my big sister and my dad. Back to the topic at hand. You see, every time you use the words can't, don't and not, in that very moment you've just brought attention to what you really don't want to bring attention to. So if I were to say to you, don't think of a red food box, chances are you would immediately think of a red food box, even while you were trying and intending to change it immediately to a blue food box in your mind. Either way, you would focus on the box and not on, say, an apple or an orange. Whenever you talk or think about what you don't want and give it your attention, the law of attraction is obediently responding to whatever you're giving your attention to. So if you're curious as to what vibes you're giving off in any of the areas in your life, you don't need to look any further than looking at what you've already got. And it's a perfect match. So if you're wondering what vibrations you're sending off about money, open your purse or wallet. It's a perfect match. If you're wondering what vibrations you're sending out about relationships or your job or career or even parking spaces, whatever you're getting is a perfect match. Now here's the correction. Every time you use the words can't, don't or never, at that very instant, think to yourself, what do I want? I know it sounds like a very simple sentence, but it's very carefully constructed. You see, every time you talk and think about what you do want, the words change. In other words, when you go from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change, and when you change the words, the vibrations change, and the best news of all is you can only hold one vibration at any time. Here's an example. If you say that you don't want this to be difficult, you just gave the attention to the word difficult, and the law of attraction unfolds and orchestrates it to be more difficult. Another example is if you say you can't lose weight. You're giving attention to not being able to lose weight, and that you can't. The law of attraction will respond and provide you with more weight. The same goes for comments like, I never have enough money. Guess what? If you keep saying that, you never will. By now, when you hear yourself say what you don't want, a little voice in your head and your gut feeling would say, what do I want? That's what you're going to start thinking right now. So, if you were to say, I don't want this to be difficult, the new phrase would be, this is very easy. You notice that when the word changes, the vibration changes. And as I said before, the best news of all is that you can only hold one vibration at one time. This is also why it's important not ever to say a negative phrase even in jest. Your subconscious mind and the law of attraction only hears these phrases as flat statements of facts. But more about that in a future video. So over the next few days, make a point of being aware of when you say can't, don't and never, and in that very moment simply say, what do I want? Become more the asker of what you want. Start designing your own future. Always remember to make these positive statements as if you already have what you want, and try to put as much feeling and emotion into saying them as possible. Learning to use the power of our thoughts is nothing new, and it's been written about for over 100 years. I would like to invite you to visit www.theuniversewithinus.com and enjoy hearing those words written by the original authors way back then. I hope you've enjoyed this video and will visit us soon at theuniversewithinus.com to enjoy other free audios, videos and books we've sourced on your behalf. You'll also find the extended free version of this video featured on one of the web pages, with additional free visual and written information supporting how vibrations impact the law of attraction. And as a little engine that could sits well with our original law of attraction authors, as it was first written in 1906, I've just decided to include the original story for free viewing as well. Again, my name is Tina, and I wish you all an abundance of everything you truly desire.